My name is Caren Leon. I'm a system administrator for NV5. I've worked for the company for 33 years, always in IT. Of course, the job has really evolved a lot over the years. I mainly deal with end user support, making sure they have the equipment they need, the software they need, and troubleshooting. NV5 is a multidisciplinary engineering company. We have a lot of different service lines. For instance, hydrology engineering, traffic engineering, structural engineering. There are all different specialties, environmental engineering. It's pretty big. They've grown quite a bit over the years. I think now we might be around 4,000 employees. We're not a real bleeding edge kind of business. We're using technology that has a good foundation most of the time. And so there's not anything that we're doing that would be that groundbreaking. For instance, in this building, we have people who are professional drone pilots, and I'm always interested, especially when I walk down in their area. Sometimes I'll find little drones flying around while they're trying to work out, how they're going to do something. And sometimes they'll come and ask me for weird pieces of equipment, and it's just like, oh, sure, I'll order that for you, but how are you going to use that? The challenges that we encounter, of course, on a day-to-day basis, equipment fails, software isn't licensed or it's just not working properly. People have trouble accessing data, and that's really where IronOrbit came in for us, is in terms of accessing data. We have staff who work out of India. I think what they do is called BIM work, and that has to do with working with point cloud data. For instance, if somebody wants a site survey, they might fly a drone over the area with a data collector attached to it, and it collects millions and millions of points. And somebody's got to kind of sift through all of that data and come up with what's actually useful for our clients. And sometimes they hire somebody and they're just given a laptop and they say, here, work, access this data. And the next thing I know about it is I see an IT support ticket saying, I'm trying to access this data, but it's so slow. And it's like, well, yeah, and this is where IronOrbit comes in. Have your manager approve an IronOrbit virtual workstation for you, and I will set it up, and you won't have this problem anymore. I'll submit a ticket to IronOrbit saying that I need another workstation. Usually within an hour or two, it's ready to go, and then I get on it. I install whatever software is needed or configure the software that's needed. And usually, I'll say max 4 hours total from beginning to end, we have a workstation ready. The support has been great, the communication has been great, and our people are able to work. We don't want people to have downtime because this is costing us money. They get paid, or our client is paying whatever they're paying per hour for one of our staff members' time. And if they're not productive, we have nothing to bill for. IronOrbit was able to host a server for us, and through the VDIs that we have on IronOrbit, they're able to work and function very well. It's a cloud-based server system that we use, so we're able to access the data here in the US, they're able to access the data, and there's been very little downtime as a result of that.